Maayung adlaw sa inyong tanan. Today, I'm here at the GAC Motors Iloilo located at Luna Street, La Paz, Iloilo City to check out in this beautifully gorgeous and very stunning 2024 GAC GS3 Emzoom in the base model GS. And for this video, I'm going to take this for a startup and a tour video of this GS3 Emzoom GS. We will cover all the ins and outs and talking about the benefits on why do you choose this vehicle over to the top of the line R-Style and GB mid variant, as well as its different counterparts. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax and enjoy of this video presentation. The GS3 Emzoom is GAC's subcompact crossover SUV, which has been around 7 years ago with 2 generations produced so far. What we have here is the second generation model, which first appeared in China way back in February last year and launched in the Philippines way back in June last year. What we have here is the base GS variant, which is the base model of the GS lineup in the Philippines, having a retail price of 998,000 Philippine pesos, which would make it worth more than the GB variant, or rather mid variant of the GAC GS3 Emzoom in the lineup, and also the topping range R-Style, which is the meaner version of this GS3 Emzoom. So, what are the benefits of having this GS3 Emzoom GS base model variant in the country? So, stick around because we are about to begin and find out. Right off the bat, you get a concept car-like silhouette, bringing up this car into a step forward to the future with a sporty essence. In front of the business, this car gets a seductively stylish trapezoidal front grille finished in dark gray, or should I say gunmetal monotone color, exclusively in both GS and GB variants. Now, all models have LED headlights and LED daytime running lights, which also doubles up as your LED turning signals. And also take a look at the lower part of this front grille, or the front end of this vehicle. It has a nice piano black accents to make it more stand out in its presence na parang sporty yung dating, kagaya ng mga sports cars out there like Ferrari or something like that, or Lamborghini, whatever. Total, mas gwapo ito sa tingin ng iba, kagaya ng crush mo na mapapa-turn on sa'yo. Naks naman. Anyway, let's proceed on the side profile of the car. Now on the sides, this car comes with a black side mirrors with some nice crisscross design, making this car ever so unique. And also this car comes with LED turning signals, by which this car does have only power adjustment but not power folding, or should I say auto folding kumbaga. But if you're going to have that kind of feature, go for the topping range R-Style. Now, continuing on the side profile of the car, this wheels itself, the wheels of this car are 18-inch gunmetal alloys, which are wrapped in 225 55 R18. You have 4-wheel disc brakes all around, with the front ones being ventilated while the rear ones are solid. And for the suspension, the front ones gets a McPherson struts, while the rear gets torsion beams. Now, let's take a look at the side profile of this vehicle. As we looking at the side silhouette of this car, it seems squarish and linear, but very clean as it is, with some little bit of a sporty touch kumbaga, no? As usual, obviously. Okay, you see there is a gloss black finish at the A-pillar, as you can see. And also as we go towards the rear, you get a gloss black C-pillar, but at this moment, or at this point, you have a very unique matte black stripes to this car, making it more stand out. Of course, in this type of a crossover, you have roof rails, and also you have a matte black lower claddings right on the side. What made it interesting for this GS3 Emzoom is the hidden door handles, which is very similar to the Aston Martin vehicles, which I'm going to demonstrate to you later on. But right now, let's check out the sexy back. The handsomeness of this vehicle continues at the back, wherein the rear of the GS3 Emzoom looks very distinctively sexy with the aggressive LED rear combination lights that kind of remind me of a Sharp Batusai. Well, Sharp Batusai, you know about that. Anyway, continuing in this portion right here, you get a very long triangular shaped rear deflector, giving a killer effect to this design. And also, this car gets a strikingly aggressive rear spoiler with a third brake light. And as you come downward, take a look at this, no? Check this out. You get a very distinctive rear diffuser finished in matte black. And one thing that makes this off to this car is the fake exhaust tips. Yeah, it's the fake exhaust tips, which alam natin yung kanyang exhaust tip ay nasa ilalim ng sasakyan, no? But I don't think that this is a zonk for this vehicle because it has a nice chrome finish for an extra depth of flavor. Let's check out the boot of the vehicle. I have a key on me. Let's open the trunk up. Okay. Press the trunk button twice. There are two different ways. Via the touchpad right here, and also you can actually press it. Now, on the GS model, you don't get a powered tailgate, but if you want that kind of feature, you may spend a lot of money to buy the R-Style variant. So what we have here, as we pop open the boot, you are greeted with a 341 liters of cargo space when the rear seats are upright. And as we fold down, make sure that the headrests are all the way in. Okay, as we fold down the seats, you are greeted with a 1,271 liters of space. No, as we found on the boot, there's nothing in there, but you do get a donut-sized spare tire with a toolkit and jack, as well as a warning triangle. If you go for the cargo cover, you may go for the, again, R-Style, no? So in the GB mid variant, I don't know about the kind of feature if there is a privacy cargo cover, but I hope that the cargo cover may be a standard feature for this GS variant. So I will give that a zonk to that. But anyway, that's the end of the exterior features and the boot space of this vehicle. While we go ahead and check out the powertrain of this GS3 Emzoom and see what is the heart for this baby bad boy. All right, everyone, we are now at the engine bay of this GS3 Emzoom GS base variant. And this car is featured with a pop rod, so it is forgivable in this price range. Now, we don't expect any types of advanced features that you get from the higher trim levels like the Inco, the GS8, or the M8, kumbaga. Well, the M8 does have a pop rod, no? Not a hydraulic feature. Well, anyway, forget about anything else, but let's talk about the engine specs of this vehicle. So all GS3 Emzoom lineups in the Philippines gets only one engine choice at wala nang iba, and that is the 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder direct-injected gasoline engine that puts out 174 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 217 Newton meters of torque between 1,400 and 4,500 RPM. Now, for the fuel tank size is 47 liters of gasoline fuel that could be put out to this car, and it has a fuel consumption rating combined at around 16 kilometers per liter. Well, I would say that it is not bad in this type of class, no? In this subcompact crossover. It doesn't seem, I'm not saying that this is not a fuel efficient vehicle, but it's not bad in this engine specs that you can get in this GS3 Emzoom. Although it is powerful, yet matipid naman siya sa kanyang gasolina, no? So to speak. Anyway, it has a Euro 5 emission standard for this vehicle. But when you talk about the transmission, This car comes with a 7-speed wet-type dual-clutch transmission, and it has a front-wheel drive vehicle. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the interior of the 2024 GAC GS3 Emzoom GS base model. But first, let me show you the key of the vehicle. So this is the key of the car look like. So you have different sets of buttons. You got your lock, unlock, trunk release button, and also you have your remote start. So in order to start the GS3 Emzoom in all variants, make sure that the car is locked, and also press this start stop button on your key fob. Just hold it. Okay, now let's proceed. Now, as you can see, upon unlocking, there are welcome lights greeted as you unlock the vehicle. And also, like I mentioned, this car comes with a hidden door handle. Now, let me give you a demonstration on how this hidden door handle works. It's a very unique feature. Upon locking, it will close. You cannot able to open this car. It signifies that the car is locked. And when you unlock, it will pop out. Just like an Aston Martin vehicle. Also, another interesting feature for this car is that when you press and hold the unlock button, you can able to roll down all 4 windows of the car simultaneously, and to roll all of them back together, just press and hold the lock button. Suave. Now, looking at the door panel, it's very nice, very elegant. You have your sets of controls like your windows with an automatic down function, power locks, power mirrors. Also, you have your window lock, storage, and also you have your speaker right there. Also, you could use as a bottle holder right at the end. Looking at this car, very, very gorgeous. Now, as we step inside, of the GS3 Emzoom, you are greeted with a beautifully gorgeous interior with some soft touch materials all around. As you can see, very nice to the touch, with some nice accents right in the center stack that gives a premium feel to the inside. Now, on the seats itself, you can see that the seats of this car gets a mixed leather and fabric material for the GS trim. Also, what I like about in this car is that you have a nice stripes right here that adds a sporty feel to the touch. Very, very nice kit talaga, no? So nothing is basic right inside of this car. And also, I do like about this accent, blue accent right in the aircon vent. All right. So in order to start the engine of this GS3 Emzoom, just to make sure that the key fob is inside the vehicle, simply put your foot on the brake and hit this engine start stop button to fire up the engine. Alright, so let's shut the door and see how it goes. You have a nice solid sounding funk. So let's put down the windows a little bit to get the fresh air inside, because we don't want to start, because we are not able to start this car because we are inside of the vicinity of this dealership.
Right, so on the steering wheel you have your 3-spoke design with some sport grips at 10 and 2, flat bottom design to add sportiness, and also you have a very nice silver accent right here in each spokes, as well as your multifunction controls. And also this car comes with an electrically power assist function with a rack and pinion type. So in terms of materials, it uses polyurethane. Right, so let's proceed at the interior of this vehicle. Let's start first with the center console. You have your center armrest, which is leather padded with some nice blue stitching right here that signifies that you are in an Emzoom vehicles with a good size amount of storage, perfect amount of size. A little cubby right here, and also you have your 2 cup holders, electronic parking brake, a control for 7-speed wet dual clutch transmission, which is very nice. And also you have your storage right here with a wireless charging. It has which gets a standard feature for this car. And right here is your digitally controlled manual air conditioning that you can operate by the physical buttons right here or at the infotainment system. So here is your 10.25-inch multifunctional touchscreen head unit for this GAC GS3 Emzoom. Alright, so there are lots of menus that you can go for. That you can go for the music, go for the settings, that can access to the drive mode, which by the way this car comes with 3 different driving modes: Eco, Comfort, and Sport. Your driver assist function, and also you can access to your climate control system. This car comes with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This car comes with a 2-speaker sound system setup, which is kind of a bummer, as I expect that this car comes with a 6-speaker. But yeah, it's a total bummer for this one. I'll give that a zonk. So let's give you a quick highlight on this infotainment screen. Right here you can actually change the theme of the car, and also you have your heated and cooling air conditioning system. It depends on your preference. Now let's check the sound system of this GS3 Emzoom GS and see what sound could provide to this car. I really doubt that this is a 2-speaker sound system. Let's see. Well, I would say that the 2-speaker stock sound system of the Emzoom is actually quite alright, no? It's very smooth, and it doesn't seem to be unpleasant to your ears. Alright, so this is your Bluetooth setup that can change your equalizer settings through this one. Depends on your preference. And also, one thing that I do like about in this car is that if you go to My Vehicle, then here are the controls that you can automatically open the windows via this infotainment system. Analog gauge, forgivable in this kind of price range, 998,000 Philippine pesos, and you get a 3.5-inch instrument trip computer. And you have the control for the steering wheel. One is for the cruise control. You have a speed limiter control right here, and the scrolling dial right here, an OK button that goes for your multi-information display that reads your tire pressure, your driving data info, and other sorts of stuff. For your audio system, you have your volume control, seat track, a telephone button, and it has a voice recognition system. Let's check out the steering wheel. Is it the manual tilt and telescopic? Yes, it does. manual tilt telescopic, and this car comes with a central locking button, electronically controlled. I like that kind of feature. Both driver and front passenger does get a sun visor with a vanity mirror. You have your decent amount of size glove box. Opening of it is quite damped, and it's not line felt, so I think it's not a zonk. It is forgivable in this price range, but you do have an LED reading lights as well as interior lights, and also being a base model, this car comes with a manual dimming rear view mirror. No matter what variant that you choose for, the GAC GS3 Emzoom does come with two different sets of color options when it comes to its interior. You have the camel brown, and also you have a blue and black interior that you have seen today. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention is the seats itself has a manual adjustments for both driver and front passenger. For the driver's side, it does come with a seat back, seat height, and your seat side position, while the front ones gets only a seat back and seat side position. What is lacking about in this GS3 Emzoom GS, unlike the R-style variant, is that you don't get a sunroof, or a panoramic sunroof rather.
Alright everybody, welcome to the backseat portion of the GAC GS3 Emzoom. So, jumping inside, you are welcomed with a good ample amount of size at the backseat portion of this vehicle. Now, I'm a 5'7" person, or 5'6", depends on my height. I don't know about it because I don't trust the measurement. But anyway, no matter what height could be, in my case, I do get a good ample amount of legroom. By the way, I do set my driver's seat in my comfortable driving position. Yeah, I do get a good amount of legroom and a decent sized amount of headroom. The seat itself is made with part leather or synthetic leather and part fabric, with a nice details right here, which is very nice. Kind of reminds me of a sports car. On the rear door panels, you do have a nice leather padded right here, both blue and black, with some nice blue contour stitching that signifies that you are in an Emzoom, which is very nice to the touch. Also, you do have a speaker right there, which is kind of dummy because it has two speakers for the GS variant. And you do also have a bottle holder right here. You can use it as your storage if you want to. And lastly, you have your automatic up and down direction with the control. Overall, not bad. Back here, you do get a three pieces of storage pockets right on the driver's side seat back, while the front passenger side seat back has only one. For the base model, you do get a little storage right here, or a little cubby that you could put some small things right there. There's no USB charging port for this base model GS. You do have grip handles at the ceiling. There's no cabin light right above, right in the middle on top. What is really worse about this car in this kind of premium subcompact vehicle is that you don't have a center armrest with two cup holders, which you found at the R-style version of the Emzoom. Well, it's forgivable enough in this type of class, no? Basic yet premium as it is. And also the seats itself do fold down in 60/40 manner by using these two levers, or the button that you can fold down the rear seats, located at the right beside the center headrest. Well, that's about it in this backseat portion. It's very nice, and that's the end of our tour of this Emzoom. Special thanks to GAC Motors Iloilo for giving me this opportunity to feature their brand new units. If you have any further inquiries, you may head down to their dealership, or you may contact them via the contact details located in the description box below. Well everyone, thank you for tuning in on this startup and tour video of the 2024 GAC GS3 Emzoom 1.5 turbocharged GS that is mated to a 7-speed wet dual clutch transmission. I hope you like this video, and if you do, make sure hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you are subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. And as always, I'll see you next time for more latest videos on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and mabuhay!